Welcome to the start of the women's over 50 division. It is a game in playoff of positions 5 to 8. Sees South Africa taking on Chile. The winner of this one will meet Ireland for position 5 and 6 tomorrow. Loser will play for positions 7 and 8 against the USA. Hustling by Chile in midfield, although they do concede the free hits as South Africa come away with it on the far side. Big ball forward. Into the 23 they go. Belstar goes the ball across. There's space on the top of the circle. Good save from the Chilean goalkeeper. Fantastic work all around. Good start to this game. It is Little in goal at the moment for Chile. Dispossessed is South Africa, so Chile come away with it. Redlich, but good work in defense to scramble their way back. As South Africa come away with it now on the right hand side, wins the free hit. Does Ras. Tries to go quickly, Harrison, but she's brought back. Knox sends the ball through. Takes a deflection off the stick of Ramagnoli. And it will be a long corner to South Africa. So the captain Horn surveys options. Tries to go back. Big 45 ball. And missing the trap is Vernon for South Africa. But the high press is called for South Africa, trying to keep Chile pinned inside their 23. Lagos. That's the way past the defender. Good work by Chile to get themselves out. Sylvia Valenzuela works it all the way to the right hand side. But no, misplaced pass for Chile. Doesn't find Salvatierra. And we'll go over the baseline. So South Africa will come again with another long corner. Ras in position on the far side. Fortunately for South Africa, can only get a long corner out of this. Chile realigning well in defense. Vernon into midfield it goes. Dispossessed by Chile, although the umpire brings them back for a stick check. Taking quickly, South Africa looking for the right hand side for Ras. Comes off a Chilean stick. Horn gets the ball into the circle. Scrambled away by Chile. Good spell of possession this for South Africa. Into the circle. Good work by Chile to ensure that the last touch comes off a South African stick. The proper festive atmosphere at Hartlepool A, with the Chilean supporters making plenty of noise, trying to spur on the team. South Africa continuing this pressure. Briggs tries to get the ball through, not to be on this occasion. But Chile under pressure, side the 23, off the foot of Robinson. And for knocking the ball away, Robinson will be brandished with a green card. And Chile will be down by a single player for the next 2 minutes. Big ball across. Looking to go into the circle, but cut out by Duncan for Chile. Although once Chile do manage to get the turnover, get the balls on the stick, they just give the ball back to South Africa, who come again into the 23. And winning the free hit on this occasion is Chile. Good chance for South Africa into the circle, comes to naught. One wonders how long Chile can hold out for. Good spell of play again from South Africa, continuing the pressure on Chile. This time winning the short corner. Single castle set up for South Africa. Slap comes in. Good work by the first wave. But it will be a reward of the short corner. Work again by Chile on defense. Time obstruction the call. Chile come away with the free hit. Chance for South Africa now. Big shot comes in and misses on the near post. But a much better spell of play for our tournament hosts. How long will it be before the deadlock is broken? Again, South Africa just piling on the pressure onto Chile. But Chile doing what they need to do to keep South Africa at bay. So 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter, and there's nothing to separate these teams, although South Africa have had the bulk of possession and territory. Chile having to defend for large parts, if not the majority, of the opening quarter. South Africa have a few chances, a few shots at goal, a few half chances as well. None of them able to find the target and test or give a real test in the South African goal. Big ball forward for Chile. We're going to hit South Africa on the break. Turnover in midfield for South Africa, but Chile managed to get it away. last seconds, at least a minute and a half to go in the opening quarter between Chile and South Africa. They remain deadlocked. And perhaps one feels that the longer the scoreline remains at 0 apiece, the more confident Chile will become. Maintaining possession now in midfield for South Africa. But just a few seconds then to go in the opening quarter. Still neither side able to change the scoreline. And the hooter does indeed sound to signal the end of the opening quarter. We remain deadlocked between South Africa and Chile at 0 apiece.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
Welcome back to the second quarter between South Africa and Chile in the women's over 50 division. It is the playoff that we have reached today. And this is the playoff to see who will play for the classification of 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Well, awaiting the victor in this game is Ireland. And the loser will be taking on the USA. Those classification games will happen tomorrow afternoon. So a real chance for these teams to finish their tournament on a high note. Strong work by Horn in midfield for South Africa. Although one of the players of Chile is down in backfield. The play will continue, and I'm sure the umpires will now call time so that the Chilean player can receive some treatment. South Africa will get the game going in the Chilean 23. Dispossessed South Africa, although they do win the free hit. Yard hit goes to Chile. There's pressure now on Chile, but they somehow managed to get themselves out of this circle, although the pressure remains. Africa remaining in possession. By the Chile 23 into the circle they go, continuing the run down the baseline. Chile manages to scramble their way out of it. Chile with the ball in midfield. It's been a proper arm wrestle thus far in midfield. Numerous turnovers. And either side able to get the ball into the strike line, although the big ball from Chile now. Find a teammate stick. Africa breaks through the back. Midfield, the ball is loose. Played by Boucher. Right hand side now. Good ball forward. Something to work with here for Matthews. Into the circle it goes. Chances there for South Africa now. Lays the ball off. And unfortunately on the far post. Unable to turn it in. And another good chance for South Africa comes to naught. Boucher on the far post. Just cannot get enough stick on it to get past a little in the Chilean goal. Chile pushing numbers forward, looking to dispossess South Africa high up in the field. And they do just that. Big ball into the circle. Unfortunately for Chile, the ball not moving 5 before heading into the circle. So coming away with it now is South Africa. Good work by the blue. She makes a good run, does the blue, but cannot get past the stick of the Chilean number 40, Sylvia Valenzuela. Now a chance for Chile to pump the ball forward. Got a hustle for it, but won by South Africa. Magnoli looking for options. Nobody's with her. So under pressure. There's Chile. Valenzuela decides to go backwards. This is better from Chile. Maintaining possession. Good little roll from Philippi. Good strong carry on the left-hand side. She's marshaled though by Harrison. Chile continue with the ball on stick. Cecilia Valenzuela now. So South Africa somehow managed to come away with the free hit. So a little bit of momentum here for Chile. But nothing comes of it for Chile. Well, they do have a long corner, but a confusion between the umpires. Settled very quickly. Big ball into the circle. Scrambled away by Wiggett. Ball into the circle to Chile, comes off South African stick, so another long corner it is. Just having a look at the pools, the women's over 50 division. South Africa having played 4 and won 1 game. Chile managing just a single point in their 3 matches. The pools, the 5 teams in Pool A, 4 in Pool B. Africa getting their 1 win. Chile managed to get a draw against the USA. Chile that ended 3rd in Pool B. South Africa ending 4th in Pool A. Hence them being in this playoff match for position 5 to 8. Big ball through for Chile, slapped out by South Africa, although the pressure remains on the ladies in white. A little bit of obstruction. Hands the free hit once again to Chile. Wigan with the ball across. It's a dangerous situation. Yeah, South Africa will come away with it. A bit of lull in a play at the moment as the arm wrestle between South Africa and Chile continues. Big ball forward for South Africa. And it's still there for them. Now shot comes in from the blue. Comes off the foot of Salvatierra of Chile. And it will be a short corner to South Africa. So perhaps this is what the game needs. Opportunity for South Africa to take the lead with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Two castle setup it is. Goes to the first castle, first time shot, and there it is, that's the goal that the game has been craving. An absolute belter from South Africa. Smashed low and hard. And the crowd that has come out to support the home ladies erupts as Wiggett breaks the deadlock. Will that now open this game up? Is that what this game needed? Is that the spark that'll raise the intensity a little bit more to this crucial playoff game? Chile make the interception. The ball goes into the circle, but nobody able to get their stick onto the end of it. Africa look to come away with the 30 seconds in the second quarter. Big ball through the middle, looking for the far post. An excellent ball by Knox. Unfortunately, though, for her, just out of reach of the teammate who was unmarked on the far post. Chile happy to run the clock down. And the horn does sound to signal the end of the second quarter. And at halftime, it is South Africa 1, Chile 0.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back to the second half as the third quarter gets underway between South Africa and Chile. Just a reminder that this is a playoff game. The winner earning the right to compete for positions 5 and 6 tomorrow. And the loser will have to settle for the classification game of 7th and 8th. And at the moment, it is South Africa that will be heading into the 5th and 6th place playoff, as they currently hold a 1-0 lead, thanks to a short corner goal by Wiggett, who absolutely fired in the ball from the top of the circle that beat Little in the Chilean goal. And it seems at halftime that Chile have made a change at goalkeeper. Little is now on the side of the field, and it is Rayo who gets a chance to make an impact in this game. Breaks for South Africa into the circle, scramble away by Chile. The ball falls kindly for Zenteno on the far side, who isolated wins the hit, which allows Chile to get a few numbers ahead of the ball. Good turn by Zenteno for Chile, winning the hit inside the 23. South Africa managed to get their sticks on the ball as the ball is restarted, and coming away with it. Taken quickly. Big ball forward. And nobody able to get their stick on the end of the ball for South Africa, so it'll allow Chile to break away out of the 23, although it's intercepted immediately by South Africa as Purden tries to go down the left-hand side, although it's deemed to have come off the reverse side of her stick. So the free hit goes the way of Chile. Chile happy to keep the passes short, which works out for them, although they are dispossessed in midfield, and they win the ball back now. Unfortunately, though, the ball goes over the sideline. So South Africa are back in possession. The timing call is one of the players looks to be in some pain for Chile. It does seem as though that she's already carrying a niggle, so perhaps just aggravated something. The medical staff is quickly onto the field and attending to her. Seems like it's Zenteno for Chile, who picked up a bit of a niggle, which is being taken off the field by the medical and coaching staff. It's a warm round of applause for Zenteno. It does seem as though she's in a bit of a pain. Seems favoring that left knee. So she'll be further assessed on the side of the field. As play resumes with Chile in position in midfield, but they give it immediately to South Africa. Big ball to the left-hand side, looking for Valstar. Just doesn't get the stick of the South African player. Big ball forward by South Africa, cut out though by Romagnoli for Chile, who under a bit of pressure rides the tackle. Wins the hit for the ladies in red. The tough old contest in midfield for both of these sides. Not much to separate them on the field. Big ball forward of the overhead, claimed by South Africa. Good little roll on the inside for Tate. But the cover defense of Chile once again realigns themselves and manages to get the ball out of their 23 and winning the hit. Once again, it's been good work by Chile on defense. They had to absorb a lot of the South African pressure for a long period of time. Chile now into the circle. There's a chance there for Chile. It's on the stick of Duncan. And South Africa this time having to scramble. And a penalty stroke awarded to Chile. South Africa deemed to have intentionally used the wrong side of the stick. So a golden opportunity this for Chile to draw level. It looks like Rios is stepping up for Chile. And initially, one thought that Walken had made the save. It comes off the bottom edge of her glove, unfortunately for South Africa. But we have a goal for Chile, and they have managed to level matters. It is Mayra, the number 25 of Chile, who draw them level with South Africa. And we've got a game on our hands once again. South Africa sending numbers forward for the turnover in possession in midfield. Doesn't come their way though. Although now a bit of a wild pass by Chile. It goes over the sideline on the far side. So South Africa got a chance to try and hit back straight away. In position on the far right-hand side. Good work by South Africa in the far corner, trying to dispossess Chile, but Chile comes away with the 16-yard hit. High pressure from South Africa, but Chile managed to get their way out of it. And immediately a green card gets shown to one of the players. We are unaware of who it is, as we do know now it is Wiggett. The South African goal scorer has been brandished the green card. So South Africa, for the next 2 minutes, will be down a player. Seems as though that card comes after a few repeated infringements. South Africa continue their high press, make the interception now in midfield, which is what they wanted. And despite being a player down, we look to continue the pressure on Chile. All the players barring the South African goalkeeper inside the Chilean half. Good work by South Africa on the left-hand side. It's Harding. The attempted pass into the circle is cut out. Chile work their way out of the back. Good work by them. Good composure with the South African high press all over them. Although, in fact, they do manage to win the sideline hit. But the umpire changes her mind, actually. So it is South Africa that did manage to turn possession back over. Harding surveys the options. Hands it off to Briggs. Big ball coming from Briggs. All the way to the far side. Nobody on the end of it. A clean strike from Briggs. But it goes over the baseline. It'll be a Chile 16-yard hit. Continuing the high press are South Africa. Continuing to put the Chilean defense under pressure. And turnover one by South Africa. There's a chance now in the circle. Decides to lay it off. Shot comes in and misses on the near side. So good momentum for South Africa at the moment. And the tough old tussle in midfield continues. And another green card by the umpire for another rash tackle. Looks as though Ras will have to make her way off the field for the next 2 minutes. Ball forward now by South Africa. Into space the ball goes, it's loose. But over the sideline, Chile ball. South Africa will probably continue their high press on Chile. Big ball forward. Chance for Chile. Duncan on the ball, one-on-one with Vulcan. And again, a penalty stroke awarded to Chile. A bad tackle from South Africa in a one-on-one situation. The umpire gives the second stroke to Chile. And up will step Meira. She scored her first. Vulcan on the previous occasion managed to get her glove in the way, although it still dribbled over the line. What will it be on this occasion? Meira goes the same way. This time keeps it on the ground and get underneath the glove of Vulcan. And for the first time in the game, Chile have the lead. So South Africa have it all to do. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Chile managing to overturn a 1-goal deficit and turn it into a 2-1 lead. Compliments of 2 penalty strokes from Meira. Ball turned over in midfield by South Africa, but there's pressure from Chile. Alum, first time ball to the left hand side, doesn't find a teammate. Down the line goes Chile. Possession, good little overhead, looking for the run of Duncan. Will she get there? Duncan does, gets the ball across. Meira looks for the short corner, doesn't get it. Alum tidies up for South Africa. Ball forward, looking for Boucher. But just a bit too much venom on that ball. Turnover 1 by South Africa. Hustling for it. And getting the free hit is Tate. Horn steps up. Big ball forward for Horn. Oh, and perhaps could have been an advantage for South Africa. Back we will count for that free hit. A very early blow from the umpire. White Boucher getting the ball on the circle edge. Horn steps off it. Allows Alum to have the free hit. Big ball across to the far side. Space to work with for Harding. Nothing there for South Africa. 50-50 ball now. Getting it to it first is Chile, but Alum equal to task. Good little turn on the inside by Alum, and this time Chile down by a player. Yellow card it is for Duncan. The next 5 minutes, Chile down by a player. Around the back. Big ball forward now by Wiggett. Boucher sticks on to the end of it, but pops up, so allows Chile to Win back possession from Magnoli. Rolls the ball back. South Africa still there. Falls kindly for Horn. Into the circle for the South African captain. Draws the foul and wins the short corner for South Africa. So once again, it's a two-castle setup for South Africa. Wiggett, the goal scorer on the near side. Briggs on the right-hand side. Goes to Alum. Bit of a mistrap. So Wiggett still there for her. Gets the advantage just onto a Chilean foot and a re-award to South Africa. So as the clock ticks away, this should be the final play of the third quarter. And the question is, can South Africa draw level? The horn does go, so this is the final play. Alum makes the stop, although it's a bit of a bobble. Sends it to the right-hand side. Nobody there. Chile able to defend it. Gets the ball out of the circle, and the whistle will go to signify the end of the third quarter. That sees Chile hold a slender 2-1 lead over South Africa. So the final quarter underway in this playoff game between South Africa and Chile. South Africa with a 1-0 lead at halftime. Then back came Chile in the third quarter. Compliments of 2 penalty strokes going the way of Meira, getting the ball past Wilken in the South African goal. So as it stands, it will be Chile that will meet Ireland for the 5th and 6th place classification match. It will be South Africa taking on the USA for 7th and 8th in the women's over 50 division. Although there's still a full quarter to go, and anything can happen as we wait to determine who will advance to play for 5 and 6. And South Africa pull off a good defensive effort to win the possession just outside the circle. Big pass to the left-hand side, a bit too hot to handle for Valstar. Salvatierra looking for options for Chile. Tries to get the ball past Valstar, but it's a good tackle. And the interception made by South Africa. They can get numbers ahead of the ball. Harding looking for options. Tries to go all the way to the right half. Little infield, outfield ball. And that will be South African ball for no advantage. Early indiscretion from Chile. Space on the left-hand side for South Africa. They can move the ball there. And attempted slap into the circle is pulled somewhat by South Africa. So Chile will have the sideline hit inside the 23. So South Africa, from a defensive point of view, can step numbers up and try the high press. The Chileans, South Africa having to chase the game. South Africa do indeed turn the ball over. Thinking quickly as Matthews rolls it to the right-hand side where Ras has got to fight for it. South Africa do win another hit. Briggs. River ball. Comes off a Chilean stick, so long corner to South Africa. Harding gets the ball across. Nobody at the top of the circle for South Africa. Come away with it is Robinson for Chile. Chile happy to run the ball out to the back. South Africa continue to fight for it. And they do turn position over on the right-hand side, South Africa. Valstar. Got Harding to a left-hand side. Does come to Harding. Down the line it is. And going against the momentum of the blue. It's unfortunate for South Africa. It comes to naught. Pocket set up by South Africa, and they do win possession. Good tackle that from Valstar. Taken quickly by Matthews, who's off it. Time is me as well. So Allen sends the ball forward for Valstar. Just cannot control the ball. The number 11 of South Africa. They're having to work their way out of the South African high press. Good tackle from Allen. Matthews comes away with it. Valstar's there in support. Rolling it forward as Valstar to the blue. This is Boucher. Beg your pardon. Boucher and the blue have got similar stature and the exact same hairstyle as well. Pretty hard to determine who's who from up here. And they even have the same, or at least a similar running style. But be that as it may, Chile under pressure. Trying to get the ball out of their 23. They do on this occasion, but it does seem as though Chile are happy to sit back and try and keep South Africa out. Big ball forward. It's a good pass by Knox. Fortunately, no South African player able to get their stick on the end of it. Ball through, somehow falls for South Africa, having to try and keep it in. And the sideline wins the race. Burden races after it. Yeah. And South Africa to Alum. Try to work something on this left-hand side. Back it goes to the captain Horn. Big ball to the far side for Knox. He goes down the line. Good leading by South Africa up front. This is much better in the build-up. They do win the free hit. Taken quickly by South Africa. Into the circle. Chile work their way out of it. Chile have always just found a way to keep South Africa at bay. Always just managed to snuff out whatever attack South Africa has sent on them. Work by Wiggett. Big ball across. And no touch from anybody's stick at all. So it will be a Chilean hit on the sideline. South Africa with a chance in the circle. It's loose. And it's still there for Purden. What does Purden do? It's a mad scramble by Chile. And once again, Chile just able to do what they need to do to somehow keep South Africa at bay. The Horn. Big ball from Horn. Deflection. It's loose in the circle. A stick goes flying. And it will be a free hit to Chile. His body's all over the floor. And a mad scramble inside the circle. Comes to naught for South Africa. South Africa winning the ball inside. South Africa coming again now. On the left hand side, big ball across. Nothing on it. Keeper comes out, puts his blow to it. And it's still a mad scramble. It's still South Africa putting pressure on Chile. Chile again just somehow manage to keep South Africa out. But South Africa will come again. And it seems as though South Africa, with just over 5 minutes to go in the game, has decided to pull the goalkeeper. Wilken comes off, an extra outfield player on the field for South Africa. They're risking it early with 5 minutes on the clock still. So 11 outfielders for South Africa. No goalkeeper. It's all or nothing. Brave call from coach John T. Robinson. Briggs to the left-hand side for Harding. Into the circle. No touch from anybody in the circle. And it will be a long corner to at least a 16-yard hit to Chile. And the pressure remains on Chile. South Africa continues sending numbers forward. This is what South Africa want, to turn the ball over. Harding through the middle. Good little turn that by Ras. And Ras throws the foul. South Africa do win the short corner. And this is a chance for them to draw level. Not a good injection by South Africa, but they maintain possession. Into the circle it goes once again. Mad scramble again. A chance! And a goal for South Africa! A brilliantly taken shot from the edge of the circle. The first time slap. And it has leveled matters at 2 apiece. Although Matthews given, not Matthews, it is the Captain Horn given a yellow card. Not sure why. South Africa will finish the game with 10 players on the field. Seems as though number 9, Harrison, the one to get the equalizing goal. So what impact will that yellow card to the Captain Horn have on the game? South Africa taking a risk at the back. Remember, they have pulled their goalkeeper. And one probably feels that it will return to normal. The keeper will come back on. South Africa did what they needed to do with the keeper off. Draw level. So with 2.5 minutes in the game, Wilkin returns to the goal box for South Africa. The goal scorer, Harrison, that'll make a way off. So, 2-2. 2.5 minutes on the clock. How will this game end? Will we have a winner? Or will this playoff game serve up some more drama? Chile having to work from inside the 23. Down the line it goes for them, winning the hit. No players forward for Chile. They've had to absorb a lot of the South African pressure. And South Africa continue to pile numbers onto the ball. Harding with options. Goes down the line to Valstar. Kept in play by Valstar. Gets eyes up now, goes back on the inside to Harding. Good pull up here now, Matthews to Valstar. Could carry this from Valstar down the line, it goes. Chile step up in defense. Good work by Salvatierra. But it's South Africa that come again. They want the winner in regulation time. Worked away by Romagnoli. For Chile, dispossessed though by Harding. And South Africa come again down the left-hand side with Valstar. Big ball across. Comes off a Chilean stick, so it's bouncing loose. The top of the circle has a snapshot. Does Boucher. Just about makes contact. And a breakaway chance for Chile with 50 seconds on the clock. Robinson to the right-hand side. Romagnoli surveys the options and loses possession. Will we have a winner in this last 30 seconds? Harding dispossessed, but Briggs cleans up, although the hit goes the way of Chile. Big ball forward by Chile. Doesn't find the intended recipient. And that should be the final action of the fourth quarter. Indeed it is. The hooter goes. Regulation time. The game between South Africa and Chile ends at 2 apiece. But this game is not done just yet. There will be more drama in just a few seconds.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
So welcome back to this playoff encounter between South Africa and Chile. Regulation time could not separate the teams. They ended at 2 goals apiece. So to find a winner, we go to showdowns. There'll be 5 attempts from each team. You've got 8 seconds to make your way from the 23 in a one-on-one situation with the goalkeeper. 8 seconds it is for the striker to try and get the way past the goalkeeper. So each team will nominate 5 players, 5 strikers. And it seems as though the goalkeepers for either side, it is Little for Chile and Wilken for South Africa. It seems as though South Africa will be taking the first one. Alum gets herself ready on the 23-yard line. So Little in goal for Chile. Alum for South Africa. As we get the showdowns underway. So Alum goes towards the left. Tries to manipulate Little. Alum with a shot and it is in! South Africa get off to the perfect start. Good composure shown by Alum. And it is 1-0 to South Africa. Meira gets it going for Chile. Their first attempt. Wilken. Good work by Wilken. And we'll just have to wait and see if it's been awarded. It has indeed been awarded. So Chile draw level at 1 apiece, although there will be some consultation now. It seemed as though the whistle blew before the ball went in the net. And it is a 16-yard. So the goal does not stand for Chile. The 8-second whistle going off before Meira managed to get the ball over the goal line. So after 1 attempt each, it is South Africa 1 and Chile 0. South Africa State goes to the left-hand side, spins to the right, has Little prone on the floor. And the timer goes before she can get a shot off. So no goal for South Africa's Tate. The 8 seconds flies by very, very quickly. Robinson will look to get Chile level. Out comes Wilken to try and meet Robinson, who spins on the back stick now. And it comes into the goal for Robinson. I thought that hit the post. But it is a goal for Chile, and we are level at 1 apiece after 2 showdowns each. Captain Horn steps up for South Africa. Horn looking to manipulate Little. Tries to get the shot off Horn. Doesn't make enough contact. And over the baseline, it will dribble. So a chance for Salvatierra to hand the lead to Chile. Goes to the left-hand side, Salvatierra spins to the right, keeps going, and she too fails to find the target. So after 3 attempts each, it is South Africa 1, Chile 1. And up comes Knox for South Africa's 4th attempt. Knox goes again to the left-hand side, spins to the right. Little's there, but Knox gets it around the kicker of Little, and South Africa have got their 2nd goal. Romagnoli, big pressure on her. Out comes Wilken. Romagnoli goes to the right, smashes one and misses. So after 4 attempts each, South Africa 2-1 ahead, and a chance for RSA to win the game for South Africa. If RSA makes this, South Africa will play Ireland in the 5th and 6th playoff. Straight to Little goes RSA, goes around her, scores it, and there it is, victory for South Africa by 3 shootouts to 1 over Chile, and South Africa will advance to the 5th and 6th place playoff to play against Ireland. Chile will go up against the USA for 7th and 8th place in the women's over 50 division game.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.